Well, according to ESPN, Washington State has a 99% chance of beating Northern Colorado this weekend. And you can't even find many odds on many sports books because of how lopsided they feel this game is going to be. But Coug fans can tell you, better than most, you can't be overlooking an FCS opponent no matter who they are or what kind of players they have. Of course, we can't forget that rainy season opener against Portland State in 2015, where the Cougs outgained the Vikings by more than 110 yards. But in the second half, it was all PSU, and they left Pullman with a victory. And then a year later, it was Eastern Washington's turn to spring in the trap, and that came in the form of Cooper Kupp, who brought in 12 catches for 206 yards and 3 touchdowns. Welcome to the big leagues. Of course, the Eagles made it all the way to the FCS semifinals that year. And they also had Kendrick Bourne. And then finally, a year ago against Idaho, except the script ended a little bit differently. As the Vandals were driving in WSU territory with less than a minute to go, that ended when Dayon Henley sealed it with a game-winning interception at the goal line to secure the win for the Cougs, but still a very stiff test nonetheless. Now head coach Jake Dickert says it's the coach's jobs to make sure the players aren't overlooking a Bears team that comes into this matchup 0-2.
The best part is we don't have to change the message, right? We've talked about best. We've talked about you versus you since the moment I got here. This is living to that standard. So I think we do have a mature team, and I think, you know, after a big win, are you still hungry? Are you full? I know I digested that win, and I'm starving again. Right? So they need to be the same way. And that's what good teams do. And like I said, this is another step in our journey, and we need to make sure we take it that way.
Now, the Cougs and the Bears have only met once before, and that was back in 2019 with Washington State winning 59-17. And kickoff for this week's game is set for 2 on Saturday afternoon. Of course, tune in to 4 News Now at 8 for a recap of the game.